What's going on, all you amazing viewers to play later? How we doing today? Oh, we got a little bit of a different one for you. But before we even get down that little rabbit hole, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good whatever time it is when you're watching this one right here. Man, I hope you're having some good dice rolls, some great paint sessions. Oh, even some great kit bashing. But we've got something a little different for you today. As you know by that thumbnail and everything else you clicked on to get here today, well, Steam Forged Games is back on the channel with a Warmachine miniature. This is just a Stryker body. I'm going to get into all this in just a moment. Trust me, it's going to look weird, but it's going to make sense. So you know how we have to do things here on the channel? First up, we have to get the adulting out of the way before we can play. You know what we got to do? Here's a word from our unofficial sponsor. Great man, great company. Seriously, click that link right down below. Whew, you are not going to be disappointed in those grooming products. Make sure you abuse the ever-loving F out of that viewer-exclusive discount code that Johnny gave you guys. Okay, we're filming this one on March 27th, 2025. The body itself, I ordered from Steam Forged Games, and it was 20 bucks. This will make sense in a moment. Trust me, it will. Basically, in that little box, you get a full body, and you get the big base for it. Now, I know you're going, why in the F would you just do this? Bear with me. A little bit ago, I bought the, hold on, get back up here, the Warmachine Storm Legion Battle Group box. You get, I think that's Athena Debray.
So there I was, 23 years old, prime of my life. I woke up one morning, looked in the mirror, and my hair was thinning. It was all falling out. It wasn't until I discovered this one solution that changed everything. My first initial thought was, it's gotta be genetics, right? It's not my fault, this is genetic. Go and find out. I'm not the only one dealing with thinning hair and confidence issues. And it was nuts because we started to change everything in our routine.
We started looking at what we were putting in our bodies, what we were eating, how much water we were intaking, and then we started working out and taking care of ourselves, but still something was missing.
But also what we put on our body is drastically important to our skin and hair health. So we ditched all of those chemical filled products. We started using healthy, organic ingredients and took it upon myself to start creating these organic ingredient products to help people. I have a solution for you. Ditch all of those chemical filled products and grab something that's organic, natural, handmade, something that your family will thank you and your health will thank you. Make the switch today.
Kiss my ass, camera. Like I was saying, you get a coarser, light warjack, and you get a Stryker, heavy warjack. All right. With that, I thought it was cool. I got mine over on eBay, and I paid like $59.50. It says currently they're out of stock, but you know, that does change up all the time. You can go over to Steam Forged Games and check them out there. Now, the one thing that blew me away, all right, other than I was happy with the packaging, that nothing was broken when it arrived. All right, which one are you? You're the big boy. You get a crap load of spare parts, all right? You can mix and match this thing and customize it and kit bash it to your heart's content. All right, you got a lot of arms in here. And there was a huge part of me that, you know, those are just three right off the top. And you got a bunch of different heads. Come on, I know you're in there. Of course, you got to be all the way down the bottom. So, you know, shield. Another gun. Come on. Big hammer. And you got a total of 4 heads. I used one on my other Stryker, but there's 3 different heads in there. Okay? You can customize your warjacks however. Now, I will be honest. At that point, I thought to myself, why am I saving any of this crap? I just might as well take it, toss it, throw it away. And then I ventured by Steam Forged Games. As a matter of fact, the other thing that I'd said was, that's an awful lot of waste of resin. You should probably have a customizable option on your, web store. But yeah, so I went to look at, Steam Forged Games, and they have bodies. So, for an extra 20 bucks, I got another heavy warjack, which is considerably a lot cheaper than just buying one by itself with shipping. So I think that's a great way to add things to your force with buying one pack. You get so many different options. The weird part is, sorry, this is going to make sense in a moment, okay? Like I said, this is a real weird one. You got to go to the Warmachine app, all right, and give it a moment to boot up. This is one of these weird videos where I'm happy with Steam Forged. You're going to see one in a moment where I'm really, really not. Well, moment at some point here in the channel history, and I'm going to tear him a new one. Of course, I'm trying to get in here, and it's loading. Oh, there we go. Okay, you got to go to the Storm Legion section. All right. And this is where you start to customize everything. Okay, so whenever you're adding a striker to your force, you've really got to tell what's on there, you know? And, okay, I like that hammer. Ooh, power 18. I like that hammer. So, I'm going to be able to go through there and customize it how I want to. You know, which I think is going to be kind of cool. The heads have different options. The arms have different options. Everything has a little different way to go. So I really like that. I like the fact that the body comes in one huge chunk. So you're not glue the legs to the small piece in the middle. You got to glue the top up and hope to God everything doesn't try to fall over on you. It's just bam, boom, there it is, get it done. The only problem I've ever had with the strikers that I've done so far, because I got a general, I've got another striker, is gluing the feet to the base. Sometimes you got to hold it upside down for a little bit longer than you want to, which is no big deal. It's a resin to a plastic. It's not resin on resin, which bonds almost instantly. So for that, Steam Forge, I want to tell you guys, job well done. I really like that. I really like the fact that nothing in the package was broke, nothing was crushed. Only the Warcaster had a slight warp on her spear, which I get with resin, running under hot water, kind of bend it back a little bit, okay. It didn't come broken like 2 other box sets I got from you guys. And you're going to see me rant about this in a little bit. When I'm spending more time repairing a miniature I just bought than painting that miniature, I have a problem. When I'm spending more time fixing warps than I am gluing the bases, I have a problem. But with this one, I want to say Steam Forge, job well done. Okay, now we're at the best part of the video. Seriously, we really, really, truly are. I want to know your questions, comments, love, hatred, and anger. All that fun stuff right down below. How do you feel about this stuff from Steam Forge? Like buying a box set, getting extras, and now you can customize a couple more. I believe the field allowance for strikers are 4. So basically, if you buy, you know, the Battle Group box set, you only got to buy like 3 more bodies, depending which way you go. So that's not a bad price for fielding 4 Warjacks. And remember, I get it. Some things are up close and personal. Remember, Khador's jacks they got to get in your face and beat the tar out of you. Yeah, granted, they have some big guns, but there's some things I think Steam Forge is doing great. There's some other things I think they're going like, what in the absolute? Yeah. So, but still, like I said, how do you think they're doing with, you know, their ownership of Warmachine? Do you think they're going to take it to a new level? Do you think they're tanking it? The only issue that I have is you can't use legendary or whatever casters and warjacks in your current force. You have to have a current force, which is themed, or you have to take from legends. And even then you have to have that theme because they've got it broken down into certain sections. That's just me. That's not the game I grew up on. That's not the game I played for a while. But still, I get it. Things evolve, things change. But I'm starting to get off on that different rant. So, best way to support this channel is hit that big old thumbs up. Drop me a comment down below. Both of those really, really help trigger that algorithm. And that is always appreciated. If you feel you have to leave a thumbs down, look, I get it. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me today. Hopefully in another video, I will earn that thumbs up. That's my job here, is to earn your thumbs up, your watch time, and your subscription. But there we go, guys. My quick, weird look at Steam Forged Games Warmachine Stryker body. want to thank you guys for watching this one. Hopefully you're having a great day today. Hopefully you're having a safe day today. And if we're willing, one day soon we'll be rolling dice across that tabletop.